All right.
I am Malphite.
Malphite's voice?
Snow on my head.
Oh my gosh.
Feet.
This is doing something to me. I don't know. Like, I'm not even usually into and dad? Malphite's a dill? Oh my god, my whole world has changed. Oh my god, I'm sipping for a rock. Those freaking black onyx right here and it's judging me. Okay. Card. Let's just ignore that for a little while. We go back to cards. We have very cool animation. Damn, that perspective. I don't know. It's just that voice, yo. It's just that voice. I don't know. Okay, so this seems like it's reminding me of like a lot of stream overwhelm stuff, but I think it's like actually Targon. Yeah, it's Targon. I see that little thing. I actually don't know too much Malphite lore, to be honest. Like a little bit, so. That's what I sort of like about Runeterra is it sort of introduces me to so much lore of like champions I don't really know about. Like Trundle? Like, what's a Trundle? Don't see him in League. But we'll get into the actual cards now instead of simping for a rock. Rock aside, let's go into some cards. Malphite is a 7 cost 6. Anyways, simping for a rock aside, let's get into some cards. Malphite is a 7 cost 6/10 with tough, which makes sense for Malphite. Level up condition, you've summoned 12 plus mana of landmarks, so we are getting a landmark related condition with Malphite. I know a lot of people thought he was going to be a landmark. I sort of would have maybe liked him to be a landmark. I think there could be like a lot of really cool champion. I don't know, maybe a little funky with a landmark level up, but this makes sense for like the general design of Malphite. When you look at his leveled up, which I really like this art, it reminds me a lot of the League of Legends universe of Malphite, and I am actually a Malphite secondary, so I like playing Malphite in League. So with the level up abilities, when I'm summoned or level up or round start, if you have the attack token, create an unstoppable force in hand. So it specifies attack token, meaning that you could actually get it again if you do happen to run a rally. So I find that really interesting. So the unstoppable force is stun all enemies. So this is only 2. This is pretty darn nutty for stunning all enemies. It is slow, so your opponent obviously can be reactive to it. So it is going to be very much more of a late game by the time you actually not only get Malphite in the board, but also get him leveled up. Now, it's not looking like he has any sort of like overwhelm, so it looks like he's just going to be a big chunky boy. But so I don't really know if I'm going to be using him in comparatively to some of the perhaps Shrima Freljord overwhelm, but it's fairly interesting. The signature spell is Malphite's Ground Slam. Fast. Stunning unit, deal 3 to it. If you summon a landmark this game, create a Malphite in your deck. I don't think I'm gonna really use this. I honestly, I'm not really feeling it. Like, it's definitely like, it's not like one of the worst signature champion spells. That would probably be Maokai. No shade. But like, I just feel like there is, especially when you're dealing with Targon, so much more like removal and just like negation, whereas like the stun and a deal 3, like it doesn't, for the cost, it doesn't really feel like it's as good, but you know, it's fine. Next is Stonebreaker, a 6 cost 6/4, so another like big old stat line, but without the overwhelm. We're seeing a pattern here in this Malphite relief for Targon. I mean, I'm happy that we aren't getting like super tons of overwhelm for Targon, even though of course you're going to be seeing that in some of the decks, but no. If I've done 4 plus landmarks this game, deal 4 to an enemy and 2 to the enemy nexus. Now I could see this as maybe being sort of a end game, just sort of like to finish it off. I wouldn't run more than 1 or 2 of these as perhaps a tech, but it's still, know how I feel about it. I just can't really see myself really playing a lot of Malphite until perhaps we get some more cards that could be interesting. Yes, there are a lot of really cool landmarks that are out, but I'm just thinking more about how excited I am to play them with Taliyah rather than Malphite. But that's all the cards today. Honestly, I'm more excited for Zillion and then Aurelia for Malphite. Malphite, I feel, I mean, he's a rock. There's only so much you could do with that sort of design, especially when you do have so much overwhelm and like other options in that like 7 slot. It was a little underwhelming for me, but that's fine. I am still really excited for Zillion, and then next is going to be our girl Aurelia. So definitely let me know what you thought about this Malphite release. As you know, my favorite thing about it was the voice. I'm going to look up this voice actor after because something, I don't know, something about it. But let me know what you think about this, and let me know down in the comments, and check out my social media. I do streaming, I do Twitch, I do Twitter, I do all the fun stuff and cosplay. I'm thinking about sexy Zillion cosplay for the premiere. What are your thoughts on that? Anyways, see you!